Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be here.
Today we're really getting into something intense. It's chapter 1 from a source detailing a real personal crisis for a very successful entrepreneur.
Exactly. We've got these excerpts, and they paint a picture of someone at, the peak of their career, suddenly facing this devastating setback.
And our aim here is to sort of understand how that professional collapse spirals into such a profound personal crossroads.
It's a powerful moment.
So let's dive in. The chapter starts by setting up this image of huge success, right?
Oh, absolutely. A woman, late 30s, founder of a major tech company.
A leader, philanthropist, really got it all, seemingly.
Until this happens, what the text calls a mean-spirited and jealousy-fueled coup.
Oof. That sounds brutal.
It is. It dilutes her ownership, basically forces her to start looking for a job. Imagine.
What a contrast. And the text really digs into her emotional state, doesn't it?
Yeah, it talks about this icy exterior she projects. But underneath, it says she has a caring, compassionate, and deeply loving heart.
And this coup, this betrayal, it just hits that core. She feels betrayed by life almost.
That's the sense you get, like this immense cruelty landing on someone who deep down is quite sensitive. The pain is described as unbearable.
And it leads her to a very dark place. The text is quite explicit.
It is. It mentions her contemplating suicide.
And not just vaguely. It lists methods.
Violent ones. Guns, nooses, knives.
And then also cleaner options like sleeping pills.
The focus seems to be on speed, on efficiency. Get the job done fast.
And escaping the pain. I need to escape this pain, it says. That level of detail is chilling.
It really highlights the sheer depth of her despair. It's not abstract. It's a concrete, desperate search for an exit. She feels completely trapped.
Okay, so she's in this absolute pit of despair. And then something shifts.
Yes, something unexpected. She finds this ticket.
Right, on her dresser, which is described as a stylish oak dresser in an all-white bedroom, interestingly.
Details that maybe paint a picture of her controlled life, now disrupted. And the ticket is for a personal optimization conference.
A gift from her mother. Now, here's the twist. Her opinion of these kinds of events is, well, it's pretty scathing, isn't it?
Extremely dismissive. She calls attendees broken-winged.
Looking for answers from pseudo-gurus.
Yeah, she seems to believe that people already have what they need inside them for a, prolific and successful life. She doesn't buy into external fixes.
So this reveals a lot about her mindset, right? Self-reliant, maybe a bit cynical about that whole industry.
Definitely. For someone who built her own success, the idea of going to a conference like that probably felt like failure, seeking something fake.
But now, in this crisis, that deeply held opinion starts to wobble.
It does, because what are her options?
Exactly. The text kind of lays it out starkly. It's either this seminar, which might offer some kind of breakthrough.
Or, as she sees it, finding peace through a quick death.
Those are the alternatives she's weighing. It forces her to reconsider this thing she previously scorned.
It's desperation, really. When your world collapses and your usual ways of thinking or coping are useless,
You start looking anywhere.
you might, even towards things you once dismissed. The pain likely just overwhelms that old skepticism. The perceived lack of other options is a powerful force.
So wrapping this part up, this chapter gives us this incredibly stark picture. Success on the outside, complete turmoil within.
Leading to the brink of suicide.
And then this unexpected, almost unwelcome potential lifeline appears in the form of this conference ticket.
Something she despised, now maybe her only perceived path forward, besides the ultimate exit.
It forces this confrontation with her own beliefs at her absolute lowest point.
Precisely. It really shows how success doesn't immunize you from deep suffering, and how sometimes it's the unexpected things, the things we might even look down on.
That can become crucial turning points.
Potentially, yes. They can force us to question everything when we feel we have nowhere else to turn.
So it leaves a question for you, the listener, to think about. When you're facing a real crisis, what unexpected things might challenge your strongest beliefs? And where could transformation possibly lie, even when you feel completely stuck?
A powerful thought.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.